Come one, shop all at the JCPenney Friends and Family Sale. Through Wednesday, use your 30% off coupon inside the JCP app and shine on with up to 60% off diamond solitaires and studs. Plus, get carried away with up to 70% off luggage from Samsonite, American Tourister, Skyway, and more. Anyone shops, everyone saves. We got your holiday. JCPenney. Offers valid on select items through 12/7. Offers reflect after coupon savings. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
You're not just some reckless rookie, YOLOing your portfolio, ready to risk it all on some shiny new coin. You're on Robinhood now. Trading ETFs, tracking the S&P, working that DCA. You're breaking free from bots, bankers, and all that bull. You're doing it all, and on your terms. Because no one runs your money like you. Stocks and ETFs offered by Robinhood Financial LLC. Member SIPC. Crypto offered by Robinhood Crypto LLC. All investing involves risk.
Well, hello. Hey, how are you?
Hey. Sorry, I'm flashing you here.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Oh my God. My pajamas are, these are literally my pajamas, and this top button never likes to stay buttoned. So yeah, you just got to see my hot, sexy cleavage.
Listeners will only have to imagine.
How am I feeling? I am doing okay. I'm doing better today. I worked good today. I took like 3 days off last week, and I work from home. So it's like, that's how bad it is, right? Like, it doesn't take a lot of effort to work from home. No, so I got sick. Last week we were recording, and I was like, kind of getting, kind of not.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. I stayed home from my meeting. A bunch of other people did too, apparently. It's all going around. And then I worked on Tuesday, and part of the day Wednesday, I was finishing up this thing that I was writing, and I was like, I just want to get it done. I feel like miserable dog shit, but I just wanted to get it done. And I knew I could just say, hey, look, I'm sick. And she was saying, hey, we can push this till later, if you need more time. I was like, I just want to get it done. So I finished it. I was like, as soon as I told my supervisor, I was like, as soon as I hit send on this to you, I'm taking leave because I'm miserable. And then I ended up taking I took Thursday and Friday as well. And then had a life mate got it. He was like a couple days behind me, but then he also cured himself like a couple days before
back.
He just like one day, just the other day, like, I mean, he was just sitting there he's been on the couch like all day because, we're both feeling like dog shit. And he's like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being sick. I'm done. Oh. I'm like, okay. And like, I mean,
he just gets up and does his day. And
he gets up and goes about his day, and he's fine. Like, he's still coughing a little bit and stuff and whatnot, but he's not 100%, but he went back to work today. Like, he's fine. He didn't take any time off work last week. He's fine. And I'm like, I started this before him. I'm finishing after him. I'm like, yeah, must be nice to have an immune system that's built like Tony's stomach, Tony the dog. Like, like nothing, like that guy, nothing. He's like Teflon, nothing sticks to him. It's just, poof. Whereas I like get a little sniffle and I'm like,
game over.
But it's not COVID. It's whatever. I don't know. Whatever you're seeing.
Everything now.
Yeah, I guess it's like all kinds of stuff. So you told me to get, what did you tell me to get?
Well, I told you ginger.
Yeah.
Mince.
But no, what's the herb concoction?
Glacier tongue.
Yeah, okay.
But actually, it was funny because I looked into the formula that you had sent me, and we did learn it briefly. Like,
the other one that I had, yeah.
It's like a more modern formula, and so I just wasn't paying attention, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's all in Chinese, right? Like, I don't know what it says, but my friend, that's the stuff that I had from my friend. Her acupuncturist had given that to her, like told her to take this when you have this, whatever. And so I had some because it had been recommended to me years ago, right?
Yeah.
And so I used to have it. And then so that's what I was showing you. I forget what formula that was. And then you told me
Ganmantang or something, but I asked my teacher about it. So I was like, my friend, she's had this formula, I don't know, for at least a few years. Can she take it? They're like, absolutely not. It won't hurt her, but it won't help her.
Okay.
I'm
like, I took it anyway. I shouldn't have, but so yeah, so you told me to do ginger and mint and told me to cook the ginger and stuff. So that's what I've been doing. So I've been taking the raw ginger, I'm cutting it up into pieces, and then I cook it. When it starts boiling, I simmer it for 20, 25 minutes, whatever. Yeah. Strain it into, I use a little tea strainer thing. And then I put lemon juice in that, fresh lemons, and then I put fresh mint in there. And then I added a little bit of brown sugar to the ginger water while it was cooking to make it a little bit sweeter. And so that's what I've been drinking a lot of, except for the one time when I spilled it all over the counter and I was miserable. I was so sad. I was texting with you that I drank. I was like, I'm so mad. I just made this the last of my ginger and I made this and then it spilled all over my counter while I was pouring it out of the saucepan. It doesn't pour nicely. And then, I just tipped over my glass and it went everywhere. And then I had to clean everything up. And it was just like, oh, I'm so miserable.
That happened to me when I was straining a really expensive formula. I had a whole bunch of herbs in it and I spilled it. And I was like, there's like $40. Yeah, I get it.
So that's what I've been drinking a lot of. I credit that. That's helped me, like, this thing last a week instead of 2 weeks, I guess. You took your exam on Friday.
I did. I am done with the that class in particular. Thank God.
Yeah.
I passed.
The big that's your big herb exam, right?
Yes.
So now you have a semester left?
No, I'm done with my actual. I just have like little things I have to do that are due and finish up, like some clinic hours and a couple other things. I have to do some case reports, some research presentations that I'll do over the break. So then I'll be done.
Yay!
Yep.
And then you could officially treat me and not unofficially and say, don't order this from Amazon, even though I totally did order it from
Everyone,
Amazon.
do not order your herbs from Amazon. I can't stress that enough. I don't care what kind of herbs you're ordering or vitamins. Unless it's a very reputable distributor, do not order from Amazon. Please don't.
Yeah. So, totally didn't order from Amazon. Totally not arriving tomorrow. But it is a reputable brand. It was like I went and I looked to see if I could get that formula anywhere near me, like if there was like an herb shop or anything, and there's not that kind of herb shop around me, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm gonna order you herbs as soon as I get done with the school. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna register and do all my things.
I'm gonna get myself registered as your patient so you can treat me officially and not just unofficially.
Yes.
But it was so funny because I posted a picture on Facebook of like the stuff, right, the herbs and the lemon and everything, and there was a knife in the picture, and I was like saying something when your acupuncturist can't see you, but they prescribe this thing. My friend was like, I saw the knife and I saw acupuncture and self, and I thought you were going to do like your own acupuncture. And I thought that was probably not a good idea. And I will tell you, there are a lot of things that I will do myself, but I will not do self acupuncture.
Good call. Good call.
I mean, I could order needles, I suppose, and just, start doing it myself. And YouTube how to put them in. Those you actually have to license. You have to have a license to order needles, which is good thing. That's probably a good thing. Yeah. So pretty soon you will be officially able to prescribe me my herbs. Yes. when I'll come out and see you. So how are things at your end of the what I guess it's across the river is where you are. I think good. I've been in school all weekend, so I don't even know what's going on. Yeah. I was like, I have to watch this episode. I'm like, is it Monday? What day is it? I didn't even talk to you for 3 days.
Yeah.
straight. Like we didn't even text, and I was like, I miss her. Is
well,
it weird?
I pulled an all-nighter on Thursday. My test was on Friday.
Right.
And like I haven't done that in a while, and I'm 37 years old, and I am still recovering from that all-nighter. Like,
did you have to work on Saturday? Or
I did, and I was supposed to be in school, so I was on Zoom while working, which I just turned my camera off. Yeah. And I was like, this is terrible. I hope my teacher's not listening to this. Not that he would. But I was just like, this is awful. I'm dead. I'm half dead. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Do not do that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Monday. So something I wanted to talk about. I wanted to ask you your opinion and ask the listeners too. So I read a review. Now, and normally I wouldn't read them. No, one of them had said something about how there's too many ads. And I get it. Totally get it. Totally get that there's a lot of ads, especially right now. We do have a lot of ads running. But here's the thing, guys. Podcasting isn't free. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We need to pay the bills. Right now, November, December, there was a lot of stuff. So it's just how it happened to work out. I do try to limit the number, but I think we're at our max right now, and there's a ton of them. And I do apologize, but I mean, sorry, not sorry, right? Like all podcasts have ads, right? But what about if we did like released an ad-free version on the Patreon? Like, would people be willing to pay a few dollars a month to have it ad-free?
I think that's a good idea.
We could do that, and then maybe also release the episode early on Patreon and like Wednesday on the regular. I don't know. I mean, I don't have like, I don't know, like wanting. I wasn't wanting to necessarily expand and start doing all this other stuff, considering we still have to catch up on Unsolved Mysteries and stuff, which we will do this week and get an episode out this weekend. But yeah, I mean, like I wasn't, like, oh, let's do a whole different set of shows for Patreon. But what about releasing an ad-free version? I don't know.
I think that's a good idea. I don't think people realize. Yeah, and I don't think they realize how much time goes into this. I mean, we are doing research. We're watching the episodes. That's just not even the talking part. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm interested. I'm really interested to see what people think. What their opinion of that is. Yeah.
I mean, sorry guys, the ads, I'm not going to stop. We're not going to stop running ads. We need to. I mean, that's podcasting isn't free, and it is what it is, I do try to keep it to those, 3 breaks. So all of the ads will be in one of those 3 breaks, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and everybody has ads, and I was trying to count them on like some of the more popular ones I listen to. Like Crime Junkie is one that I listen to, which is, the most popular podcast in the world, right? Or at least in the country. And I mean, they have tons of ads. Of course, they're the number 1 podcast. They're probably making millions of dollars off of them too, which we are not. We are
not at all.
Most assuredly about making millions of dollars off of anything here. But yeah, we do have to pay the bills. So I don't know, just a thought. If people don't want to listen to the ads, would you be willing to pay? But then I'm wondering, are the people who are going to go on to our reviews to complain about ads on a podcast,
they're probably not going to pay.
Are they? Yeah, they're just, are those just the people who feel entitled to get what they want at the way that they want it? And I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, sorry. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think 3 ads or whatever, however many we have. It's like
we have 3 breaks right now.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
considering we're at least like 45 minutes to over an hour long, whereas other podcasts are. Well, I don't know about Crime Junkies, but like I know I listen to Unsolved Mysteries. That's like my favorite, and I think they have 2 ad breaks for 30 minutes or whatever.
For 30, yeah. Well, like Crime Junkies tends to be shorter episodes, but they have a lot like. you haven't even like she hasn't even started the episode yet necessarily. She barely has started the background, and then she'll break and have another ad, and then you know what I mean. And I'm not criticizing in any way that she does her podcast, because clearly she has 10 million listeners a day. Like,
it's working for her.
Clearly she knows what she's doing. I want to be Ashley Flowers, you know. But you know, they do theirs is a different style and stuff. So I mean, I don't know, there's just different ways of handling this, but the fact is, you know, the only way to go ad free would be Patreon.
Yeah,
because we do have to pay the bills. So I'm wondering what people's best ideas are for that. They think.
I took like 5 pages of notes for this episode. I couldn't type fast enough, so I hand wrote them.
Oh my God.
And my hand was hurting because the whole like Janelle Kody conversation just took up like 3 of the 5 pages.
So yeah, I can't wait to hear. So yeah, take it away.
All right. So this is my first time taking the lead on this podcast. So we are talking about Sister Wives, season 17, episode 13, Coronapocalypse. And
this episode brought to you by the word loyalty.
Loyalty.
It's Kody's word of the day.
Oh man, there were a lot of words of the day in this craziness. And they did a flashback to him saying men don't love people back who don't respect them. So that was at the very beginning. So already I'm on fire. Now my hand's already hurting. I haven't even started writing it. I'm getting
rage.
angry.
You're right. Instead of rage typing, you're rage writing.
I can't even read my handwriting, everyone. So bear with me because I was writing fast. But
fired up, Alexis.
I still am fired up about this. So Kody was talking about it's been a month since Christine left, and they open with showing that Truly is walking into their house for a visit, and then they flash to Christine saying that she wants them to be respectful, her and Kody to be respectful in front of Truly in the situation. But what was interesting to me was like Truly walked in and he asked her, are you spending the night? And she was like, oh, I don't know. It's if I feel like it. And then basically he said, are you going to go play with the other kids? And I was like, wait a second. Like you like just saw her. She just walked in the door and he's trying to
already
her.
pawning her off on.
Yeah. And
Ari, the nut. God, was Ari not a nutball?
Which part of this?
During when Truly comes over. Okay.
Oh, when
so
she's like trying to tackle her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's wearing that hideous fucking LuLaRoe dress. Sorry.
I don't even recognize the clothes.
Oh, I totally do because I had my LuLaRoe face, so I'm
well
familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Well, then they also show the inside of the house, and you had sent me a link with one of the I don't know Zillows or something to the house. So I actually then found another page where I could see the house, and I was like, this house is huge. Yeah, absolutely huge.
40. What did you say? 4,400 square feet.
It was like 4,500 square feet. Yeah,
and it's worth about $1 million right now.
Over $1 million now.
Oh, is it?
I think they bought it for like 900,000 maybe. But it's like 1.3, I think now.
Jesus, no wonder he doesn't want to build, right?
Right,
because he's sitting pretty with the cost of doing like building and supplies and stuff right now. It was insanity, right? Plus supply chain and backed up and everything like that. Like the cost for him to build on the property, pay off the property, and then start building. Why would he want to do that when he's sitting pretty in that McMansion up on the hill?
Yeah. And then they show Christine saying that she wants Truly is awkward around Kody and she wants them to be closer, which broke my heart again. I say this every episode. I think it broke my heart. It broke my heart. It's like strangers. It was just an awkward,
awkward
introduction to the episode.
Was so awkward. Yeah.
I don't know. Poor Truly.
Yeah. Poor Truly. I hope she's just thriving in Utah right now.
I know. I bet she is. Thriving anywhere else but Kody and Robyn's house. Let's see. So then we have Janelle. And let's see, she's looking into issues with the...
Is this the restaurant scene?
So she's talking to Kody, yes, sitting down at the restaurant, and she's sitting on the couch first, and she was mentioning that there were issues with the boys and Kody.
Yeah, which we know, we've talked about.
Then they show them sitting at the restaurant, and she makes a comment, we haven't eaten out in a while, obviously because Kody won't go to any restaurants, but they were sitting outside.
He'll go to weddings.
Yeah, go to weddings, and they looked awkward. Well, actually, she didn't look awkward. Kody just looked awkward with her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice his like mannerisms?
Yeah, he was just like, well, first of all, okay, can we talk about the
lemon?
Okay, no. He's like, angrily squeezing this lemon
against the fork. I wrote that down. I was like, I have to bring this up. Have you ever squeezed a lemon on your fork like that?
No.
I've been in the restaurant business over 20 years, I think, at this point. No, 20 years. I've never seen anyone squeeze a lemon on a fork like that. I just had to ask you.
I didn't know what he was doing. I was just like, I don't know. And I watched this episode twice, and I didn't notice the fork either time. But I noticed him angrily squeezing the lemon. But who orders tea and hot water at a fucking restaurant?
Yeah. And
they're sitting outside. It's clearly cold. Like,
okay. Also, like a while ago, I saw somebody post on Instagram, one of the social medias, that they were out at a restaurant and they saw Kody and Robyn by themselves. Maybe it was on Reddit, I don't know, but they were both drinking alcohol. And so of course this person was like sneaking a picture of them drinking and eating.
Right.
And I was like, she's like, I thought Kody said that Mormons didn't drink alcohol, and especially like his church, that they don't drink alcohol. Right. But here, both of them were drinking alcohol.
Well, they left the church, but they
pick, well, I'm just,
pick and choose what they want. I don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like they came
obviously, I don't think anything's wrong with drinking. I mean,
oh, hell no. Yeah.
Particularly from a religious standpoint. But
it's just, it's interesting what he picks and chooses to focus on, especially Robyn. She's holier than thou. So it's just interesting to me.
Yeah. But she also sealed her engagement to Kody with a kiss, but she was also pregnant when she married her first husband. So
I mean, I respect everyone's decisions on how they want to go about it, but I would always test drive the car before purchasing. That's me. I don't know.
So yeah, this whole conversation
is crazy.
There's so many things. We have so much to break down, so much to get into here. Yeah. But like I was also obsessed. One of the times I watched it, just their food and drink order. I don't know why. I just obsess over those things. So I'm watching it intently. And so he's got his like cup of hot water with lemon, which I was drinking all weekend, so I get that. But I'm sick.
Kody hadn't had COVID yet, though. He wasn't sick.
Whatever.
It's healthy, everyone. It is healthy to drink.
It is. Yeah, whatever. You tell me that, but whatever. I don't feel healthy. And then he's like eating this dish of like olives. I mean, I think the place was called Fat Olive, so it sounds like a pretty good selection if you're gonna order olives anywhere. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good. They were just talking about Thanksgiving, and Janelle was saying how she thought Maddie may come down for Thanksgiving, but then she said, "Hey, I'm going there. I'll be here for Christmas."
Because it's easier. She's like, "I don't have to deal with Kody, and we have to deal with the boys, and that whole thing."
Yes.
Okay.
So I totally get that. She does not want to be around Kody and Robyn. She would rather be around her kids for Thanksgiving.
And then what does Kody say?
And then he says,
well no one's coming around here unless they respect me. Golly.
That's when I wrote the comment about him squeezing the lemon with his fork. And then let's see. Oh, then this is what he says. Maybe Garrison should reach out and make amends. And then basically,
I'm not going to ignore the fact that my kids don't respect me.
Yeah.
No one's going to come in here if they have animosity towards me or anyone I'm close with. And Janelle says it, him or Robyn.
Yeah. And Janelle's like, my boys are not going to come and apologize to him. It's just not going to happen.
Garrison there may be, I don't know enough about Garrison or any of her boys really, but there is nothing that they should, where the father should be demanding this kind of apology. Garrison has done nothing to apologize to Kody for cutting off Kody when Cody's being a toxic individual in his life.
Yeah. And you know what? Had Kody said, I want to have a conversation with the boys and let's talk about this before they come up or whatever, rather than just saying, you have to respect me and you're wrong, I'm right. And, in that kind of way. It's
Garrison
like, no,
needs to make an apology. Fuck you.
Exactly.
He does. No, he does not need to make an apology. And then they show Robyn, the perpetual victim. Well, I didn't know he was saying these things to Janelle.
But yeah, apparently the boys were texting Robyn and blaming her for everything.
Right, because so Janelle is telling Kody, well, okay, all of this stuff started going bad during COVID. It was the COVID rules and stuff, and then, which she is correct. This whole conversation, it's like the two of them are having two separate conversations, because it's like Janelle's talking about one relationship and Cody's talking about another entirely. They're not talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
So she like goes in there, with, it's COVID. No, it's me and they don't like Robyn, and frankly, they're just jealous. What does he say? He said they're mean to Janelle too, and they got jealous when Robyn came into the family because the attention went to her. And it's like, well, yeah, and then not just like when she came in, but like since then, and they saw him treat Janelle, their own mother, like shit.
Yeah.
Took Janelle longer to realize it, but
yeah. And then Janelle says, I can't believe what he's saying. Kody says she needs to be loyal. I'm asking to be the head of the household. What? And then Janelle's like, I'm not going to become Robyn.
Robyn is loyal to me, Janelle. You be loyal to me too.
Yeah. And I think Janelle has been loyal to him for so many years. She really has.
She has. So what I think is interesting about this conversation. So, she's talking about, I've been independent and, but the way our relationship has been is functional and it's worked, and she's always been satisfied and it's been good, and now things are different. And Cody's talking as if he's in a completely different relationship. He's like, you need to be this and you need to be this. And Janelle's like, where's all this coming from? Right. Like, this isn't what I signed up for. And what I don't know. I can't say what I suspect, but one theory is that it's like, he's describing the relationship that he wants now, right? Not the relationship that has been. Something happened recently in the last years, I guess. My guess is, once Robyn came in and he realized how in love he is with Robyn, and that's why he loves the relationship he has with Robyn, the way Robyn, puts him on a pedestal and respects him and all of this other stuff, right? That is loyal and makes the kids talk to him and things like that, right?
Makes them do activities like trick-or-treating at the end of the episode. Things like that. Yeah.
Makes them, and he has said that before, that, Robyn facilitates the relationship with the kids, right? So it's like he realized what he had and he wants that going forward, and none of the other wives are like down for it now. So he's telling this to Janelle. Janelle's like, that's not how it's been.
Right.
It's not what I signed up for, and it's not what I'm gonna do. So maybe we do need to just separate.
Yeah, she says she's lived like a single woman. She was encouraged to be one, but her needs were never met. Her needs were always ignored. And then she goes on to say this quote, I decided to be my own hero and I rescued myself. I was
Deep Thoughts by Janelle. Yes.
Her and Christine need to write a book together, do a spinoff.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's really powerful. She's wakening up. She's wakening. She's waking up. She's having an awakening. She is waking up to the realization that her relationship is not good, and that it hasn't been good.
Yeah. And she's saying all the things that we're all saying.
I think the relationship that that Christine and Kody had has opened her eyes even more to the situation. And I think her children being adults and saying all the things that Kody's doing. And I think she's realizing, hey, this is not healthy.
Yeah. And at one point too, she's like, okay, so yeah, Kody's talking about all this loyalty, blah, 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 right? You know, this relationship that he has with Robyn that apparently he wants, you know, and Janelle's like, you know, Robyn came in and, you know, has been so victimized. And then this is what he wants. He wants, you know, everyone to come in, apologize to Robyn, and, you know, and then everything's fine, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Robyn's the only victim. Robyn's the only victim.
Everyone's so mean to Robyn. But then Janelle turns it around and says, would you defend me like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the way that he's defending Robyn. And Kody's response isn't to respond to that. It's, well, our relationship is, we've never acted like a married couple. Like that
Ouch.
wasn't what, well,
Yes.
one, that, ouch. Second of all, that wasn't the question. That wasn't what she said. Like, you're trying to gaslight her and turn it around on her. Like, well, we never been a married couple, so, or never acted like it. So now, like,
yeah. I mean, he called her aloof. He said she was aloof in their relationship.
Yeah. And I think all of the way that their relationship was, I think what Janelle said, it was just fine. It worked for him just fine for a long time. And now suddenly he wants everybody to worship him, and he wants this, you know, undying loyalty. And to be everyone to be like Robyn. It's like, I think I think it worked for him. It worked for him for a long time.
I do. Yeah.
Until he out Robyn, and now he wants everyone to be perfect like Robyn. No.
Yeah. And now, like, all the kids are growing up, they have more time on their hands. They're starting to see things,
nesters. Mm-hmm.
See things for what they are. They're too busy to see things before for what they were. And then, of course, when you meet your love of your life, no other relationship can hold to that relationship. So, like, he met Robyn, like you said. Mm-hmm. Fell in love, like real love, actual love, mm-hmm. And then everything else is just, it doesn't compare.
And then he started treating everybody else worse than he already did, and now they're waking up to it. And he doesn't realize that the way, like, the kids and everything treating him, not respecting him, and all this stuff is because of the way he treats people, not because they're being poisoned against him. It's because of the way he treats people.
And I feel like I shouldn't have to say this to another adult, but respect goes both ways.
Yes.
You can't demand respect from someone if you're not giving it to them.
But I think he thinks it does.
Yeah, he does.
I think he thinks that because he's the father and head of household and the man, the husband, mm-hmm. he's automatically entitled to deference and respect and all of these things, and he wants them to all bow down before him, like Robyn and all of her kids do.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the day that he can remember one of their birthdays is the day that they'll actually.
Can we talk about that? Was it Gabe?
Yes.
So they spoke when he had COVID, and it was his birthday, and Kody didn't remember.
So Kody had, Gabriel had COVID October 11th, but then Kody had it in January. So Kody, I guess, called Gabe to talk about COVID. And that's when Gabe said, I just didn't tell him it was my birthday. I just wanted to see what would happen.
I want to see if he would remember.
Yeah, sure enough, Kody did not wish him happy birthday. And poor Gabe is crying on the couch.
I know.
And I was just like, poor Gabe. I mean, you could tell these kids are scarred from Kody.
Oh God, yeah.
And then, of course,
Absolutely.
Kody calls back a few hours later because I'm sure he told Janelle, who probably called Kody, you're an asshole.
Robyn probably told him.
Yeah, Robyn probably knows. Yeah, she's got the calendar.
You know, she keeps track of that stuff, and she's the one that was. She probably said, "Oh, did you wish him a happy birthday?"
You're right.
And, something like that. Yeah, because Robyn's the keeper of all. Because Kody doesn't do any of that shit on his own.
Yeah, and that was when Gabe said it was the last time he talked to his father.
Mm-hmm.
See, you have all these kids, but you can't organize yourself to even remember, like, in a calendar when their birthdays are.
He shouldn't be bothered because he's the male husband patriarch.
Yeah,
like that seems to be his view on everything.
Yeah.
And I used to watch these scenes like this, right, where they were patently uncomfortable, and it, like, clearly they were talking about different things, and I'm like, okay, but there's got to be good stuff off camera because otherwise they wouldn't be married this long. Right. But now I'm like, no, there is other good stuff off camera. This is it. This is the good stuff. The good stuff they're putting on camera. This is the good stuff.
How sad. Oh my goodness.
Right? I mean, oh God.
Yeah. So then they're still talking, and Kody's saying, I feel like we are unraveling. And Janelle's on the couch saying, I'm starting to wonder if we're compatible. Well, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So yeah. He says that Janelle lived like a single woman.
Yeah.
She made all these decisions without him. And she's like, I have to because you're not around. I can't count on you.
But then he turns that around and blames her for that.
Always turns it around because he's the king of gaslighting.
She was like, you're my best friend and the person I want to tell everything to. And he's just like nonchalant, like, okay.
He was also like, so then she says this thing where she's like, you know what? I have made a lot of decisions without you consulting you. Maybe I do need to consult you more. You're right. But it's like, his little mind is like completely blown because now he doesn't know what to do with that. He's like silent. He's like stunned into silence because like he doesn't want her to do right by him, right? He wants to be mad and he wants her to be wrong and he wants to be mad at her and he wants her to be mad at him.
Yes.
And for her to give him reasons to be mad at her, right?
Yeah.
Because he won't break up with her. He won't break up with Meri, even though he basically did. I'm not considering myself married to her, but he's not going to break up because, it's his record. He doesn't want heartbreak on his record.
Yeah.
Heartbreak. Yep. Don't you see the heartbreak he's going through? Mm-hmm. It's not safe for me.
Then not only that, he tells her that he's upset because she asks her, are you strong enough of a woman to help me heal? Like this asshole. He literally is wanting to talk about Christine's relationship to her and everyone else in the marriage and have them heal him. Like, heal yourself. Heal yourself first.
It's not her responsibility to heal you. Ladies.
Are you a strong enough woman? No, a strong woman would walk the hell away because you don't need to deal with that bullshit.
He doesn't want a divorce on his record. Again, there's that narcissistic language of his record. And there's another scene where he's talking about something and he mentions the kids, but he mentions it's your, I think it's with Janelle, because he's saying, something about how I gotta find it. I wrote it down.
Well, you look for that after she said, you're my best friend and I tell everything to. He's sitting on the couch and he says, to say that I'm close to the same, like closer to her. What did he say? Close to the same. Guys, I can't read my handwriting. Oh, to say that I'm close to Janelle is an overstatement. Like, what? What? Sorry, I really can't read my handwriting. But yeah. I'm like, so she just basically is pouring her heart out saying, you're my best friend. And he's like, meh. Yeah. We're closer. It's an overstatement.
Whatever. We've never acted married. You're not loyal. You're aloof. Like,
I don't think she knows any better though, because she's been with him for so many years. I know she was married before, but she was young.
Yeah.
And I don't think, in her mind, okay, yes, I had an intimate relationship. That was great or whatever. But she doesn't know any better.
Yeah. Well, he says to her, you need you to be loyal and support me or whatever, all the nonsense words that he's spouting in his word salad. And she's like, haven't I been doing that? Like haven't I been doing that the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Because it's always been fine for them. And now he's acting like he wants her to do this and that and the other thing that Robyn does. And and she's like, fuck, I am. No. There was something he said, but he references your kids. And I was like, there he is with that again, because it's his kids when it's our kids when it's convenient for him, but it's your kids when he doesn't want it to be. It's the same thing with his language about, I don't want a divorce on my record. We here at the Fraudcast know that the only thing more terrifying than a gruesome murder story is a gruesome murder story that's based on real life crime. That's why we are excited to introduce Topic, the only streaming service that handpicks its programming for the viewer who values high-quality international true crime, mysteries, and thrillers. That's right, this is international. This pulls shows from all over the world. So you get stuff from the UK, you get stuff from Sweden, you get stuff from Ireland. It is a fantastic way to broaden my true crime library. Very excited about Catching a Killer, which is from the UK, and it gives viewers unprecedented behind-the-scenes access to real-life homicide investigations. Each episode covers one major crime investigation from start to finish. Raw and voyeuristic, only true crime fans need to apply. What about The Missing Children? To describe The Missing Children as harrowing is a complete understatement. There are over 500 children's unmarked graves, some discovered in the sewer system. This docuseries follows this case that is still open out of Western Ireland, and it will fire up your outrage while it breaks your heart at the same time. You guys know how much we love true crime here at the Fraudcast, and I'm so excited for you guys to be able to join me on this international true crime adventure by joining The Topic. Topic is the streaming service that you need if you are a true crime head. Entertain your dark side. This holiday season, get all of this content for 50% off of a yearly subscription. That's only $2.49 per month for an entire year. Use code HOLIDAY22 for 50% off. That's holiday and the number 22 for a year of streaming for just $29.99. Go to topic.com. Use code HOLIDAY22.
Higher Dose's portable infrared sauna blanket makes it easy to get hot and high from anywhere. You just lay down inside the blanket, turn up the heat, and sweat it out. All the benefits of a large, expensive sauna, but needs less budget and less space. Just plug in and begin. It's portable, easy to use, and you can get your dose on the go. Sweat whenever, wherever. Some of the main benefits include boosting circulation. Heating the body increases heart rate and improves circulation. Increasing thermal heat supports the body's natural detoxification process and activates heat shock proteins, which aid in anti-aging and reducing inflammation. Sweating in the sauna blanket is like a workout with the work. Infrared heat aids in post-workout muscle recovery. Improved circulation helps bring out your inner glow. Infrared sweating triggers a release of your brain's happy chemicals, and it also promotes restful sleep. Payment plans starting as low as $50 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's right, Lexi, and we encourage you all to try it for yourselves. Get your own today at higherdose.com. You can use promo code FRAUDCAST at checkout to save 15% off. That's HIGHERDOSE.com with the promo code FRAUDCAST, or you go to higherdose.com/FRAUDCAST to save your 15% off.
Come one, shop all at the JCPenney Friends and Family Sale. Through Wednesday, use your 30% off coupon inside the JCP app and shine on with up to 60% off diamond solitaires and studs. Plus, get carried away with up to 70% off luggage from Samsonite, American Tourister, Skyway, and more. Anyone shops, everyone saves. We got your holiday. JCPenney. Offers valid on select items through 12/7. Offers reflect after coupon savings. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Hard. I didn't give up. I didn't, so he can say that Christine's the one that gave up and not him, even,
She had some harsh words. He blamed Christine for the quote shitstorm. He said it's her fault for the shitstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Takes two, buddy. Takes two.
Yeah.
And in this case, really takes him. Not even Christine. And then, of course, he's like talking about he goes back to the RV because that's the ongoing theme he's so mad about.
Mad about the RV.
Had to get the RV because where is she going to live? Right.
Right.
And then he's like making excuses, I feel like, as to not wanting to spend the night there. Like, oh, can't sleep there because of the dogs. Yeah. I told you, Janelle, the dogs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he's like single woman decisions. You bought the RV. Oh, yeah, this is where it is. Single women decisions. Buying the RV. You did that without me. Going to see, you make the decisions to go see your kids. That's what you said. Your kids.
Yes.
Dogs in the bed, dogs in the room. And I'm like, okay, I know the dogs in the bed can be a thing for people, but come on. I'm sorry. It's a deal breaker for me. And dogs just even in the room? He can't even have him in the room. And for him to get so mad, while we're talking about dogs, can we talk about the TikTok that somebody slowed down? It was a video of Robyn kicking a dog.
What?
Yes.
I've not seen that video.
Okay. I'll need to send it to you. But I've seen it pop up a couple of times. There's a slow down from somebody doing a rewatch, caught it. And it's like this, they slowed it down. You can see her kick this dog out of her way.
Scooting it out of the way?
It could be. It's hard to tell, but she uses her foot to move the dog out of the way, lifting her foot in the air as the dog goes in the air.
How big is the dog? I'm just curious now.
I don't remember. I don't know. I'll have to find it and send it to you.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, neither he or Robyn like dogs. I get that. Okay. Now, I mean,
it's probably dogs probably don't like them either. Okay. Dogs
no.
Yeah. He probably doesn't like the Janelle's dogs because they probably growl at him and look at him like they want to, like they want to attack. Predator, intruder. Who is this man? We've never seen him before. He does not come around we don't know him. We've never seen him.
Who is this guy? Oh, what is that, Robyn?
I'm serious though. Dogs, man, Charlie has barked at 2 people in his life since I've had him, and they are 2 evil people. And so it's or people that I don't know if they're evil, but I'm pretty sure they're bad people.
Well, if Charlie barked at them, then they're evil.
Yeah. I mean, like a deep gutter, like growl. Yeah. So I'm sure Kody probably has dogs doing that to him.
Right. If they don't like dogs, they clearly don't like animals the way that the others do. So we'll just go with that. I don't know if we want to talk about this here or we want to talk about it later, but we're talking about RVs.
Yeah.
We can talk about it later when we see this RV appear again, the RV at Robyn's house. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this because I'm not the only one, obviously, who's noticed it. Sarcasm did a piece on it, actually, because they caught the same thing that I caught watching it last night. Was in the Halloween scene. So that's why I don't know if we want to wait till there. But in the Halloween scene, you can see a shot of the RV and somebody, because they're showing like, I think Kody and Robyn in the foreground. But there's the RV in the background. You can see the front door of the RV open and a figure coming out dressed like all in, like all black, like the Grim Reaper.
The crew. It might be the crew.
Well, except for that they had COVID. So the crew wouldn't have been there.
Well, no, they could have been in the driveway, just away from everyone, separate in the trailer.
Well, the person looked like to be wearing like a Halloween costume.
Oh,
so
you said all black. I was like, oh, that sounds like the crew.
Yeah, it was like a robe. It was like a Grim Reaper type of thing. I mean, and I did see crew equipment in some of the scenes that they showed. You could see, like, when they showed some of these aerial scenes of the house, you can see in the driveway or whatever, like what is clearly crew stuff, or maybe it's like the things that they shipped all the stuff for them to film, all the equipment for them to film, but they're clearly equipment, trunks and stuff in there. But there's this person that comes out of the RV. So I've wondered, like, what's this RV doing there? But now we actually see it being used. The speculation is that it's Dayton. Oh. And he's living in this RV. Now, I want to know more about this because it's so clear how anti-RV everybody is. You would think if one of the children is actually living in an RV on Robyn's property, that would have been mentioned, I don't know, in passing and somehow. Like,
possibly. When
they talk about RVs, like, oh, Dayton lives in this RV because of, or whatever reason. I can't imagine that there's not enough bedrooms, but maybe he doesn't want to be in the house. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the point is there's an RV at Robyn's house.
Yeah.
And there's a
Why?
person there. Who is it? What is going on with this fucking RV? Somebody tell us.
We need to send Hanakawa to Flagstaff to investigate the situation.
We do. Oh my God.
Use her PI skills. I don't know if she has any, but we'll find out.
She does. That girl does.
Figure out what's going on, set up shop. I guess you can't legally do that in somebody's driveway, but
maybe that's why they bought the property next door to them.
Privacy.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
The other thing about this conversation with Kody and Janelle, you get a little bit of the feeling like he's trying to get her to break up with him.
I agree. That's like what these men do, that these like men that don't have enough, I don't want to say balls.
Well, they are. He's such a beta male.
Yeah.
Such a beta male.
They would rather have that, the woman break up with them because
and then
they can't do it.
He can simmer in his righteous indignation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. And Meri won't leave. I mean, he's told Meri to leave and she won't. So
yeah, I mean, Kody mentions that him and Janelle were talking about like the polygamy lifestyle and if they both wanted to do it, and they both kind of hesitated and weren't sure if that's what they wanted to do. But neither one of them actually said, I'm done officially,
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm surprised that Kody actually said he's contemplating it. That was a surprise for me because I feel like, if anything, he was the one that was going to try to like stick it out the whole time, no matter what. So,
yeah, but he's so done with her, he doesn't even care to keep that.
Yeah,
but she won't leave.
Oh, now I come to my notes all in caps. Okay, I don't know if you can see the cap notes.
I don't want a divorce
on my record.
On my record.
Which you already mentioned, but
I love that you put that in all caps.
Important. Toxic gaslighter.
He's heartbroken. He's going through heartbreak.
Right. Not, I don't want a divorce because I love her. I don't want a divorce because she's my partner. I don't want a divorce ... on my record.
On my record.
We should come up with a list of things we don't want. I didn't want a divorce ... and list all of like
RV
the completely
things Kody doesn't want.
Kids. Boys. COVID.
Can we talk about COVID and how awful Robyn feels?
Oh, that sucks. I've seen people go through COVID that were so sick, and okay, really sucks.
But can we talk about how Robyn, despite how she feels, because she feels, she doesn't feel, she feels.
Shout out to our Midwestern Midwest.
That how much better she looked in the hospital without makeup.
She actually looked really pretty.
She did. That is the universal comment, is how much better she looks.
She did look really pretty without makeup. She did.
Her natural eyebrows are fine. Why did she draw those god awful things on them? She's so much prettier without all the unblended.
She looked a lot younger too.
Yeah, she looked really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell someone they look prettier when they have COVID than when you're. I mean, come on, Robyn, sweetheart. I mean, I would never say that anyone's ugly. I'm just saying the makeup skills, the brows are fine. Anyway,
I wish people told me I look prettier without makeup.
I wish people told me that too, but they don't. They don't tell me that.
Poor Robyn. I'm glad she was okay though, and the test results came back, normal-ish.
Yeah,
her COVID.
And we've talked about this last week, but like, okay, everyone, it's hilarious that they got COVID after the whole thing about COVID,
and Christine's never forgotten it.
Yeah, that she's aware of, right? And they've done all the things,
Oh yeah, here we go again.
Except for, whatever Kody was doing at that wedding and God knows whatever else.
And they said Brianna brought it back, and she was, and Robyn was saying, oh, she wore a mask at school and sanitized her hands. For all you know, she could have a boyfriend and was kissing him in the hallway. I mean, you don't know. Like, kids are not perfect.
They don't walk 6 feet apart at school. I'm sorry.
My mom works at a middle school. Let me tell you right now. Oh.
No. I have kids, but
yeah.
They certainly were not. And And then Aurora relegated to basement. She's the basement child.
Yeah, but guess what? She was able to like quarantine herself without getting it, which makes me think, why can't they put Janelle in the basement? She won't have to interact with anyone.
Put Janelle in the basement.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Like,
put Janelle in the basement.
Christine did her time as the basement wife. It's now Janelle's turn. Okay? It would solve everything. No more fighting. No more fighting. She could still quarantine away from everyone. Okay. Hey, this is my space. You know, nobody come down here.
It has her own entrance.
Kody could, come down every fourth night or maybe every 30th day because, he doesn't really see Janelle. And they could spend time together. And then they would have to worry about financial, obligations to renting a house.
And they could still bleed Janelle for all she's worth financially before he sends her on
That'll be $3,000 a month to live in the basement rent.
All your TLC paychecks get signed over to us.
Right. I hope there's a kitchen down there at least. They should invest in one of those.
Oh, no. Janelle walks out that door and be like, I'm going to get in that RV and I'm going to drive off.
But seriously, 4,500 square feet. You're telling me they can't find a spot for Janelle?
You tell me why is Dayton living in a fucking RV on their property? Like, what? Why can't Meri house any of Kody's 8,000 boxes of things at her house?
Yeah, why can't Janelle live with Meri in the house that Meri's not, What's happening here? I don't know. It sounds like they're trying to get rid of her. Like you talked about in like Office Space. Like we'll put him in the basement and then we'll take him off payroll.
She's Milton. She's still on payroll. He wants her for her money. So he's going to let her have her house.
Oh my God. I got to write down something. I've got a meme idea. Oh
shit. Here it goes.
I can't reveal it just yet. I have to. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
My meme game is strong.
Brain is a little more freed up. It's going to be filled with
let me take all that great knowledge I learned and let me just push it aside so Sister Wives and all the TLC other crazy shows can just take over.
That's what I did after I passed the bar exam. Right?
Just like watch stuff to kill more brain cells and I don't know.
And I was still drinking back then, so I didn't have many brain cells to spare. I mean, I was a raging alcoholic when I took the bar exam.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm proud of you because
you can laugh. It's funny.
I mean, the fact that you were able to do that means you were a functioning alcoholic, right? Yeah.
I define functional, but my blood alcohol content when I got to rehab is higher than my law school GPA. So,
oh Jesus.
Okay,
Lordy,
yeah.
Where are we?
I think we're at COVID in the hospital. Oh, with Aurora. So they're talking about how Aurora came up and everyone's bawling their eyes out. They all cry about it. But he can go weeks without talking to his other kids.
No, so okay, she says quarantining from my family was very isolating and lonely. Mm-hmm. No shit, that's what the whole entire family has been doing away from Kody this whole time.
Yes.
Then Kody sobbing, yeah, Aurora, we miss you too. It's been 10 days. 10 days. You haven't seen your kids in 6 months.
I know.
Some of them. Like, and you're crying, and this is nothing. I know she's not his biological daughter, and I would never ever say anything like, that, she's not even his. Like, that's not where I'm going with this.
Well,
but at the same time,
that's the people on Reddit went there, and I'm going to go
right.
there.
But at the same time,
I'm going to go there in a minute.
Because I know, he has been her father figure for her most of her life.
Well, Robyn did make Aurora call Kody daddy before they even got married.
That's not cool.
And that poor child, all of Robyn's kids are completely screwed up. No wonder they all have anxiety disorders, but they're raised by fucking Robyn in that house. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that just like really, really, really upset me. And I'm sure if the kids are watching the show and they see him speak like that, and they're going to be devastated. And why would they want to rebuild a relationship with somebody who can cry over not seeing? His
so gross. I said this last week, I think too. It's so gross how excited he is being with his Robyn and those kids compared to how he talks about the rest of his kids and family. Like, it's so gross. Like, oh
Yeah.
You know.
And then
yeah.
Poor Robyn. I mean, just
poor Rob.
I was laughing because I saw my notes, Meri, just out of nowhere. One time I wrote Meri.
Because she must have said something.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I can't go over there. So I just text her occasionally, how's it going?
Glad they made her relevant this episode.
Like, you mean you couldn't cook her food? When I had COVID, I had my friends dropping stuff off left and right.
These people are not very creative, are they?
No. Like, drop off some soup for, right? I mean, come on, do something.
You know, Instacart does that. Like, yeah. You think you could, Meri? Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, God. It was. I'm like, how close are you really to her?
Not very creative. Aurora stays in the basement and manages to not get COVID, but Kody can't go visit other children because it's snowing in the backyard.
Yeah.
And so Aurora and Brianna and the two little ones, the anointed children, they're all like, they're like browbeaten. Like how am I trying to phrase this? Like they're fucked up. They've got to be fucked up raised in that household. Is the only way I know how to put it. Like, they were raised with that mother. And I mean, even like poor Brianna, who looks exactly like her mother and was like crying, fake cry face, just like Robyn.
You read my mind. I was like, she did look exactly like Robyn.
She did the fake cry just like Robyn, crying about whatever it was she was crying about. Oh, how sad it was that they couldn't see each other and how they feel bad. Oh, and she was crying that much because Kody was sad and depressed during his while he had COVID. He wasn't as happy and jolly. Made her cry that much on the couch thinking about that.
Listen, when I was her age,
how
if I got to quarantine,
father-daughter relationships are those?
Yeah. If I got to quarantine away from my family for 10 days as a teenager, I would have been thrilled. I love my family, but that's a little like codependent. Like, that's a little weird to that level.
For her to be that upset that her father wasn't as chipper while he had a deadly disease.
Yeah, that was weird.
Seemed weird, right? And so I was perusing the Reddits, and there's apparently a lot of other people who think this going on. There was some talk about the father-daughter relationships being off. And there was some talk going where saying words that I'm not going to call Kody at all. Like, I'm not accusing him of being a kitty diddler or anything. Okay.
Oh, people went that far.
I don't know. I'm not going there. A lot of Reddit didn't go there. That was somebody was relating that. It was like YouTube or something, which makes sense because there's like a cesspool of comments and stuff. But there was this whole a lot of commentary about the weird relationships, like the same vibe that like this very quiet, submissive, quick to panic, quick to cry, zero emotional regulation skills, thanks to their childish parents.
Yeah.
Not having any of these, we know that one of them has major anxiety disorder because they were getting anxiety attacks all the time. They were talking about, I remember the episode where Robyn ended up buying that house, I think, or there were
she couldn't breathe. See, these kids should not be on TV then. I mean, this whole thing, I'm sorry, if Kaya develops anxiety, I will try to protect her in every way. And being on a reality TV show is doing very significant harm. Do you notice that
Dayton is not on this season?
You're right. He's really not. Good. Is that why?
I don't know why. Other than, maybe he's an adult now, right? He made his decision, so he can't be forced to do it. So he probably decided, or maybe his dad, or, I don't know, there's some stuff about that. There's some deep stuff about there about there's some allegations about, not allegations, that's not the right word. It's alleged that he's maybe like back really close with his father and wanting to spend more time. I mean, he goes by David, which is his father's name, his real name, and not Dayton. At school, even though the whole family moved to fucking Flagstaff so he could go to school. But is that really him living in the RV? Why is there an RV there? Like, what is that whole thing?
It makes sense if he was visiting. So maybe he did move in with his dad and he was visiting and wanted his own space and he doesn't have a room. So he wanted.
But why haven't they mentioned it?
Yeah.
All this other talk of RV.
Because it goes against their perfect family, the facade of this.
It would explain, they would have to explain things that aren't so pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think they like to go down that rabbit hole of like being honest, like fully and completely open and honest with the world. Because
they have this persona to
right.
And that everything is fucking perfect and
yeah,
rainbow.
And like when we all talked about our Thanksgivings, we can all agree no family is perfect. Not one family is perfect. So,
oh yeah.
My mom tells me, stop saying all of our business. You talk too much. Like, okay, but it's the truth.
Does she mean here on the
No.
Oh.
No, she actually, I just told her about it like a week ago. She hasn't listened yet. She's like, how do I work a podcast? I was like, Mom, I'll show you.
No,
okay, I'll show you. And then I'm like thinking, like, what did I even say on the show? Like, should I have like,
wait, did I say anything I shouldn't have said?
I'm reading up on my notes. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. We talked about Meri.
Oh. Kody wanting to check him damn self into the hospital, be with Robyn. Selfish motherfucker. Like,
but then he did say
dying in hallways.
Well, I guess
you want to go be with your wife.
There are sicker people than me, so I guess I shouldn't fake it. Like, what? Who even thinks that way?
I know. They wouldn't let me go with him, but you know, I should have, I mean, I have COVID. I could probably use a chest X-ray. Yeah.
Go to patient first. Okay. Go to patient first.
You don't need, Robyn had to go because she couldn't breathe. Okay. Like, you don't need to be in the hospital. Go back to your closet.
Yeah. They're talking about him being depressed and anxious and how he drove by Christine's house with a hoodie on. He felt like it was choking him. I was like, that's dramatic.
Yeah.
Although he does actually reflect for a minute. I'll give him that. For about 30 seconds, he mentions how he looked at all of his family photographs over the years after he had COVID and thought he was going to die. And he felt like he was going to lose his life, and he regretted
his near-death experiences brought him to tears.
Meanwhile, he's holding up his thermometer. It says 99.8. I'm like, get back to work. Go make Robyn some soup.
Jesus Christ, it's not even 100. Go.
It's like, it looks like a butt thermometer, but I don't know if it was or not. Looks like Kaya's butt thermometer.
Oh my God. That makes me glad I got one of the kind that you just zap at the forehead.
So I have that too, but Kaya goes like this and shakes her head and won't let me take her temperature.
So you have to use the butt thermometer.
I have had to, yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember if I ever had to. I mean, I'm sure, I feel like I would have, of course I would have had to use a butt thermometer, but when baby Frauded was a baby, but I think if I like took his normal temperature, like orally with an oral thermometer, not a rectal thermometer, like, and that was enough. I didn't need to take a rectal,
right?
In any way, any reason.
Yeah.
Of course, now he's about to turn 19.
He can do his own rectal thermometer. I'm kidding.
He needs a rectal thermometer. I don't ask him such things. He's an adult, right? I will tell you this, though. Every time I see this motherfucker Kody, Chody, as they call him on Reddit.
Chody.
He's a chode. Every time I see this guy, it makes me pick up the phone and call my kid because I'm like,
I love you, son.
I love you.
I know your birthday. I can't wait for it.
His birthday's actually on Wednesday.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's coming up day after tomorrow.
Happy birthday, baby Fraudcast.
Yay, happy birthday. He has a final exam to take on that day.
Oh, I feel his pain, poor guy.
But then he'll be home soon after. So
Good.
for like a month. Yeah. So that'll be good.
By the way, I'm kidding. It didn't really look like a rectal thermometer, but it was just funny to say.
I don't know. Maybe it did.
He talks a lot of shit, so I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out of his mouth. But can we talk about how I never want to see Kody dress up as King Tut again?
Oh God.
I feel like he looked like the dude in the my history book from like middle school. Like
no,
but not. Like
he looked like, I feel like he looks like the old guy at the club.
Oh, the creepy one that like hits on all the women?
Yeah. Like he's like, I'm cool and hip because I'm wearing eyeliner. But he's dressed as King Tut or whatever the hell he was. I don't know what it was supposed to be. It was Robyn supposed to be Cleopatra.
Yep.
Honey, no. But
and then they went trick-or-treating in their own house. I was like, that's cute.
He looks like with the eyeliner on.
He looks like a washed up 80s rock band.
Yes,
like,
that's what I was just gonna say. He and his buddies, like, occasionally will still play like the garage band Could Have Made It. Like they sit around in their garage drinking beer and smoking and like look at the drum set and go, man, those are the days, right?
Yeah.
And then they like go out to the club and they like wearing the eyeliner, but like not pulling it off like a guy wearing eyeliner can pull off, you know? Like
he does not look like Johnny Depp wearing eyeliner, okay? It is not, he is not Johnny Depp.
Oh God.
Yeah. I needed a good laugh, Katrina. Thank you for
thank you. And then I have a note here in all caps, who lives in the RV? Is it Dayton? And then I read an article on Sarcasm about it, and it's just all speculation. So there's no so there's no confirmation on it, but they have the same thing. They have pictures here. If you go to the Sarcasm Instagram or sarcasm.net and go to their category of sister wives, they talk about it, and they also call that house that Robyn lives in Brownton Abbey. And I'm dead. But they've got all these great maps and show the property from the the different property in the camper where the RV is and all
like
this
aerial
stuff.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah. And there's other ones too that talk about the like the property next door and all of those details and stuff like that. The Sarcasm is really good they're really good at cataloging those. And that's not a clickbait site, guys. I'm like, I'm not sending you. I'm sending you to somewhere reputable.
She's sending you to get viruses on your computer.
Well, I can't vouch for that. I only ever go to them on my phone. But I also happen to like I'm friendly with the with Asia Hawks, who does most of a lot of their writing, and we share information and stuff, and they always have really good stuff, and I refer people there all the time because they've got some really good stuff.
I'll have to check it out.
And then I have to find the TikTok of Robyn kicking the dog.
Well, then there's scenes for next week, and of course everyone's back outside again, sitting in a circle, and Janelle is saying that she doesn't want it to be a Christine Bash Fest, which it always ends up being. And then Kody is throwing a temper tantrum per usual.
He gets all mad again. He's going to get mad and angry again.
Janelle, don't you walk away from this.
The knife in my kidneys.
It's my other kidney.
It's my other kidney.
Christine took out the right one. Yeah.
had my I know I've shared you the picture with you, but I'll have to share it with the listeners too. But I had baby step Robyn. She likes to draw. She does like anime type stuff. Hers more of hers is like her style. But I told her if she asked her to draw a knife and a kidney for me, what would
she
be
did
her,
a really good drawing,
her interpretation of it. And yeah, she did just really good one. I'll have to post it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was like, oh wow, that's impressive for her age.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
You know what? I wonder if that AI software that I haven't downloaded it or whatever, but everyone's posting that what they would look like as an AI.
Mm-hmm.
What if we type in
take
knife?
Hers?
I know. What if we put in knife in the kidney? Can you like type in something and see what the internet?
I haven't played with any of that. See what the internet draws.
Yeah, knife. What does a knife in the kidney look like?
Knife in the kidneys. The sacrifices I've made to love you.
Oh yeah, wah 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 wah. All I hear is wah 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 wah.
Wah wah. Get the dogs out of your bed, woman.
Yeah.
Get in the kitchen and make me a chicken pot pie.
Yeah, if a man ever tells me to get Charlie out of my bed, like I might stab him in the kidney. Like that is not happening.
Right? Knife in the kidneys.
Yes.
And speaking of, I think Lunchbox is in bed with Hetero Life Mate right now.
Aww.
Well, baby Steph-Robyn takes Snack Pack into her bedroom with her when she goes to sleep. So the weeks that we have baby Steph-Robyn, she takes Luna, the little one, Snack Pack. Every night when she goes to bed, she takes Luna in with her. And so then I can't really put Lunchbox in his house because they usually will go to their crates overnight. And I can't let him be in his house by himself because that's just sad. And
yeah.
So Hetero Live Mate, he's asleep, right? Because he wakes up at like 1 a.m. And if it's just one dog, he's okay with the dog sleeping in bed when he's trying to like sleep. Otherwise, me, 2 dogs, and him, he can't sleep.
Yeah.
And so when it is going to be the both of us, I do put the dogs in their crates. But our sleep schedules are so different that, you know, like when he gets up at 1 or whatever, he lets them out and they come up and sleep with me. So,
yeah,
you know,
they're getting plenty of love, people.
Yeah.
Katrina doesn't care. Yeah,
they get plenty of love. Yeah, so that's the only thing. But yeah, so Lunchbox is in my bed right now. So when we're done here, I'll get to go snuggle with that because it's just Lunchbox because Snack Pack is in with baby Steph-Robyn. So it's very cute because Snack Pack knows that this is like her job. And so she waits for her to come in. Just she sits there and the dog sits there and the baby Steph-Robyn will like come towards her and she'll immediately roll on her back. Her legs up, be ready to pick up. And we're like, at some point you got to learn you could just walk upstairs, Luna, because like she wouldn't go upstairs. It's like she ran downstairs to get on the couch to lay on her back so that she could pick her up and carry her. It's like
she's like a baby.
Like the carrying her doesn't have to be part of it. Just you could just walk into her room, you know.
Oh, she's like a little baby.
She is. It's very cute. She knows that she has this job, right? Like her job. This is her role. You know, it's very cute. And then if she has to potty, she'll like bark, but she'll do it in this very low tone. It's like she knows. It's like her whisper bark. It's like she knows.
That's sweet. Charlie just attacks me. He like licks my face. I'm like, please leave me alone.
It's like she knows she has to potty, so she'll be to be let out. So I will hear her, and then I'll let her out and take her potty and because I'll hear that. It's really adorable. My dogs are awesome, y'all. And anyway, yeah. Did you have anything else?
No, okay. Not yet.
No. All right. Excellent. Next week, yeah, Kody's gonna lose his shit again, and I'm very excited to see it. There was. I can't remember what scene it was, and someone's going to leave a bad review. She doesn't even know, like, she watched the show.
They don't watch the episodes.
I don't watch the episodes. Where I just have a note that Kody, like, physically and emotionally beat, because he was, like, I guess, maybe it was his COVID or something. I was, like, seeing him all completely beat down was really satisfying, is what I wrote. So I don't remember what it was referenced to.
Yeah.
But
and I can't trust like anything he says because he was like, this is the worst, this, that. And I'm like, I don't know. You kind of are dramatic though. So like I said, when he held up the thermometer, it was like 99.8. I was like, bro, put the thermometer down. Like, just stop.
Like 99.8. That's like give your kids some Motrin and send them to school. That's like kidding.
Don't even treat the fever. Yeah, just let it
kidding you guys. Right. Don't send sick kids to school.
Right. It's just
yeah. So let us know what you think about the idea of an ad-free Patreon. Like, is that something you pay for? Like, is not having the ads worth it to you? If it is, I'm happy to do it. We could do that and then, maybe put them up earlier. So I don't know. Having a Patreon was a lot of work before. So let's just try to do the free episode, but if people, I just thought of it as a solution for ads. Because I was listening to another podcast, Pink Shade, with Aaron Martin and Meri Payne, and they had released a Patreon episode on their regular feed or something, but they put a little disclaimer at the beginning saying, "Hey, something about ads, blah blah blah." It occurred to me it might be worth it if people want that. Anyway. Yeah. We will have an Unsolved Mysteries episode for you at some point later this week. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Body and Bags, because we skipped that episode. We have to go back to it.
Yeah.
Due to technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
So say we kind of actually did record it, but there was just
but it was so wrong, and I screwed up, and it was bad. So we're just gonna re-record it. Yeah. We forgot that we recorded it anyway, so it's not like it. It'll all be new and fresh.
Yep.
We'll get back to that. So anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like us, please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. If you don't like us, just don't listen to us. Do you have to leave a negative review? If you don't like something, just let us know. Come on the Facebook or something. Let me know. Let us know. We do like constructive feedback. It is helpful. We're working on it. We hear you. All right. Peace out. Bye, guys.
You're not just some reckless rookie, YOLOing your portfolio, ready to risk it all on some shiny new coin. You're on Robinhood now. Trading ETFs, tracking the S&P, working that DCA. You're breaking free from bots, bankers, and all that bull. You're doing it all, and on your terms. Because no one runs your money like you. Stocks and ETFs offered by Robinhood Financial LLC. Member SIPC. Crypto offered by Robinhood Crypto LLC. All investing involves risk.
Come one, shop all at the JCPenney Friends and Family Sale. Through Wednesday, use your 30% off coupon inside the JCP app and shine on with up to 60% off diamond solitaires and studs. Plus, get carried away with up to 70% off luggage from Samsonite, American Tourister, Skyway, and more. Anyone shops, everyone saves. We got your holiday. JCPenney. Offers valid on select items through 12/7. Offers reflect after coupon savings. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.